Hello you guys, and welcome to Abundantly Minimal. My name is Sarah, and today we are moving. It's actually the last video that I will be filming in this apartment. Now, my husband and I are moving back to the Chicagoland area, and we've had a really wonderful time in this space, but we've definitely spent a lot of time recently kind of getting stuff packed up, and we'll be heading there, being closer to family again, that kind of thing. But while I've been going through this process, I thought I would share a few of my best minimalist moving hacks. I know one point to make to start off is sometimes I think when we're moving to another chapter of our lives, it's very easy to get kind of sentimental and nostalgic for the place that we are coming from. And I definitely feel some of that. I think that both of us would say we had overall a really positive experience in this area, in this apartment for the past 3 years, but I think it's really important to stay open to the new experiences and continue moving forward. The great thing is that those memories that happened in this space don't just have to live in the space, they can live in our heads, and we can have these memories within us, not within this place or within our stuff. So I think that's a really positive way to look at it. Before we get into the tips, what does a minimal move look like? Well, it could look like a lot of different things depending on the person. First of all, minimal move in terms of saving time and energy. One of the worst parts about moving is that it can be exhausting. Hauling your stuff from place to place, especially the further away you go, the more challenging it is. So trying to minimize that, minimizing cost, minimizing the waste that we're generating, and overall I think trying to be really intentional about what we are moving. My first and most important, albeit probably obvious hack when moving like a minimalist is to really question everything that you own. Use the packing process to help you sort out what you want to keep and what you don't want. I've gotten rid of so much just as I've been going through the packing process, especially the heavy things, but other things too, really analyzing, is this something that we still need going forward? Is it worthwhile to pack this up now, load it up on the truck, bring it to the new location, unpack it from the truck, put it into the new space, possibly some stairs here and there, and then if I move again, which we probably will at some point, then you've got to deal with that item again. Like it just really adds up to be a lot of time. And you might feel like, well, whatever, I'm just gonna put it in a box and deal with it later. But think about how much time and energy you can save by avoiding that extra stuff. Once you really start to question what you want to move, and is it worth it to move it, I think that can be really helpful. My next tip, we'll get into a few specific types of things. For moving your clothing, one method I have found to be so efficient in terms of time, rather than packing up all of your clothing in a box or however else you might do it, get the dry cleaner bags, or if you don't have those, a trash bag and make a hole in the top. Put the bag over your clothes, leaving just the hangers there, and you can actually just do this while you are in your closet. When it's time to move the clothes, they work well like laid in a trunk, but take your clothes, lay them out there in the plastic. Once you're in the new place, you can just put them in there. The plastic helps keep things clean. You can take it off and then it's good to go. It saves a lot of time. Another tip is to shop as little as possible in the time leading up to the move, especially for food. Not only could this help you avoid excess food costs, but then you'll have less to move. We've definitely done this, and it's not the most fun when you have hardly anything left at the end. It makes you get creative and eat up remaining things. If you've got a lot of stuff, you could also consider donating food to a food pantry or food bank that is in your area. These are all ways to help simplify what you're bringing. Of course, if it's something that you really enjoy, bring it. It doesn't mean that you can't continue to move it and enjoy it, but try to make it as simple for yourself as possible. One tip to avoid having as many boxes in the move is to be creative and see what kind of items you already have in your space that could be used to transport other items. Some examples, we had a couple laundry baskets, and those work great for transporting items. We have backpacks that we're filling with items. We've got reusable bags. I love reusable bags for certain items. I have a couple of these crates from my teaching that are great for moving those kind of files. So really finding things that are around your house that you can use to help transport things. Even though boxes can be really convenient too, I think it saves a lot of hassle if you're able to use things that are already around your space. And then finally, Being organized, having a plan, I think can really help with the move too. If possible, when you get to your new space for the first time, and maybe before you've packed up all your stuff, really take the time and analyze what you think you'd like to have in each area, and then that can make the unpacking process simple. You can think about what you want in each area and not think from the perspective of, oh, I have this extra room, I must go buy furniture to fill it up. But think about giving the items you do have space to breathe. Think about how you'd like to construct an environment that's really conducive to the lifestyle you want to live, keeping things open, clean, how you can really value the items you have and get the most use out of them in the best way possible for you. Having more of this vision ahead of time will also help you decide if there are things that you want to keep or get rid of, and even where they'll go in your space. That can also be helpful. One final tip for after the move: if you are a big fan of the Minimalist, you might have already heard of this tip, and I'm just gonna spin it a little bit. Basically, Ryan Nicodemus, he talked about the concept of a packing party. In a packing party, basically, you act as if you're moving, pack up all your stuff, and then only unpack items as you need them. And then after a set number of time, I think he did like 3 weeks, then you decide, okay, I didn't unpack this. Is this something I still need? The packing party concept I think is great in concept. I had no desire to pack up my stuff while I was still living in a place, but if you're moving, why not use that as a challenge to gradually unpack the items that you need? When you need something, go find that, unpack just that item, and then at the end of a certain time frame, see what's left, because you may find that there were extra things that you didn't actually really need. I might try this too. We've done a lot of decluttering thus far, but I know that there's still some more work that I need to do. But anyway, those are just some of my best moving tips. If you've got any other moving tips that I missed to help keep things really simple, we'd love it if you would leave the comment down below. I hope this video was helpful, especially if you find yourself in the moving stages soon. If you like minimalism or healthy living related content, you can subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of the content I post. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.